Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. I went ahead and basically completed this thing. There's a temporary reactor on the top so I can get it powered up. There's 4 reactors buried inside. This one's not complete because I'm just going to use the components from that one once we get the temporary reactor powered up. I haven't finished up the back side of the ship yet because there's going to be a connector here, but I'm just letting that be. So we need to get some uranium from here. I don't know how much I have. I don't have a ton, so I think what we'll do is we'll take 10 of that, and then I'm going to put 2.5 in each of the reactors, just so we have enough fuel to get out there and get some stuff done. And then start with this reactor. Power up. Boom. I use the armored angled thrusters because I like those ones better. Is there anywhere that I can actually access a conveyor from here? Because I kind of covered everything up. I think we might have to... I'm trying to not do damage to the ship. I always end up, yeah, because I have the speed turned up, I always end up doing damage. Anyway, reactors. Small reactor, let's go ahead and boom. Boom. And small reactor 4 I think is done, so that's good. Alright, so that means we can remove the uranium from this reactor. And I probably don't have enough storage space for all the parts, do I? Fantastic. I'm going to have to go ditch some stuff somewhere. I don't really need to bring all these steel plates with me now that we're done building. I need to bring some so I can patch up the ship a little bit, but let's get rid of like 100 of them. I think I might have to turn off DirectX 11 because having weird... I don't know if it's doing it right now. It looks a little... but there's like this weird pattern going on the rocks and stuff that didn't used to be there. I don't know what happened. Things used to appear a little bit better than that, but... Alright, so that reactor is online. Let's go ahead and put the fuel... reactors... and... boom! Everything's good. Let's go ahead and find... which angled piece was it that I cut out of here? I think it was this one. Replace that real quick. The textures on these really need a going over. That is not the best looking texture. It's not as bad as the antenna. The antenna seemingly has no texture to it, so... Alright, so that's all sealed up. As long as we don't ever run out of fuel, we'll be able to access everything through the connector when I put that on the back. I'm probably going to do that when we come back. And I think it's time to go set off and do some exploring. So let's go ahead and turn off the landing gear. Be careful here, because I have not flown this ship before. We're going into overload. I'm going to put some batteries on it, so that will be alright. Did I leave a GPS marker here? I don't know. Let's go ahead and go into the inventory, GPS. Where is this marker at? I did not tell it to show. No, it is showing. New from current position. We'll just do that. Alright. Because I want to be able to find that ship because it has all my refining equipment on board, obviously. So we have ice over there. What do we have that's nearby? Let's go check out one of these nearby rocks and see what we got there now that we can actually scan stuff. This thing, it's kind of nimble with the turning. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I think it put, what, how many gyroscopes? 4 gyroscopes in. It's kind of a lot for this ship. I usually only put 2 in a ship this size, but... So we do need to be careful. I don't have any weapons, obviously, on this thing. So, if there's a meteor shower, we're going to want to skedaddle around the far side or get inside. Oh, oxygen's low. That's great. Hopefully there's ice out here. This thing does have a generator on it, an oxygen generator. I neglected to bring a oxygen bottle with me. I should have probably refilled my oxygen before we left, but I definitely didn't. So, We'll just have to hope we run into ice out here somewhere. Let's start slowing down because I don't know its braking capability. It seems pretty good. Alright, so what do we got? Ship. Seems like you have to like stop for a minute to get it to actually scan. Iron, silicon. Looks like more iron in there. See, look at that weird, like, I don't even know what you want to call it. Like, I guess it's like, what's it called? What's the word that I'm trying to think of for polygons? That's the word. What about you? Do you have ice? So it seems like the main engines are really the only thing that causes it to overload, or if I'm using like several different engines at once. Man, that oxygen is going down. I think we need to go back to here real quick. Emergency stop. We need to go to a pit stop because I'm gonna die. I wish I'd thought of that. But I like this ship. It seems to be doing reasonably well. We'll see how it mines. It looks like the textures kind of suck on the drills as well. I don't remember them being that bad. I don't know if that's a DirectX 11 thing or what. Probably part of it is that everything kind of looks better with DirectX 11, so the things that don't look worse. But I think next time I record, I'll probably turn it off because I'm not liking that shadow effect there. That's really weird. Did not do that previously that I noticed. You know, it's a game that's in development, so stuff changes, I guess, but the DirectX 11 stuff mostly seems kind of unstable and weird right now. I know in multiplayer it just kind of like screws stuff up horrifically. And rather than go all the way in and park, I think I'm just going to leave this right here and set off on foot. And by foot, I mean space suit. It's going to be a close one. Glad I came back when I did. It seems like the oxygen started going down faster for some reason. I'm sure it's just an illusion, but... Give me air! I think I'll bring one of these full ones with me, just in case the search for oxygen takes a little longer than it should. No. Where did I park my ship? I was... there, right in front of me, antenna 2. Need to give it a name. I don't know what it will be. The landing gear obviously isn't fixed on the bottom yet either, but I thought it was more important to get out here and start mining some stuff. Alright, so there's kind of a group of asteroids over here. We can kind of meander our way over here, and then if necessary we'll stop off at the one that we know has ice, but I'm sure we'll run into another one that has ice. I actually want to check this one out. Not going to go above 60 or so, because none of this, 60 meters per second, because none of this stuff is particularly far away, and braking does not seem like it's the best. The sound effects seem a lot better for the thrusters. Is that ice, or is that just an illusion? Ice and uranium are the two things that I'm most interested in finding, and that kind of looks like ice. Kind of looks like it glitched. Are you ice? Silver? Really? I think you are mistaken, game. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we need to set up... Do I need to set these as a group or what? Weapons and tools? No, okay. Let's see what we're actually getting out of this. Yeah, we're getting silver out of it. And stone. Stupid, stupid stone. Why is the silver so much resemble ice? It's not silver at all. Do we get any ice out of that? Where's my oxygen generator? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, well. Let's head off towards the one that we know has ice on it then. Shouldn't be too long of a trip. So my next goal is I want to scout out a better asteroid to actually build the rudimentary beginnings of a base. Basically, I'm going to take everything that's on that starter ship and integrate it into a primitive base. So that means we're gonna have to let's actually burn towards this one. We're gonna have to find some. I've built one in the past that was inside of an asteroid, and that was actually before I even had all the meteors turned on. With the meteors turned on, I feel like I really need to build inside of an asteroid, because it's going to be a while till we can afford to build as much ammo as we would need to defend ourselves reasonably. So I think this was my original starting rock, wasn't it? Why do I have a marker here? I suppose we will find out soon enough. It's a decently sized one. It's not quite as big as the previous asteroid that I lived in, but maybe it'll work. It's been a while since I visited. My internet is down also, so like I've been having all kinds of problems trying to record. Like Steam is the only thing that's working right. I tried to record Dragon Age on my Xbox, and it was all like, it loads, but then it's like, you don't have the DLC, and it's like, I definitely do. It's just you stupid thing can't connect to the internet because of my wonderful expensive Comcast service. Uranium. Where are you? Where did that uranium go? I saw it. Uranium. Okay, that's kind of a weird little splotch, but I shall take it. And I don't think this thing is really outfitted that it can do the through mining very well, so we'll take it easy with that stuff. I think it's more of a surface miner than a through miner now. I believe I am going to just head off to that. Yeah, I'm not super satisfied with that asteroid. I'd rather find one that has like a smaller opening. It's a little easier to build a hangar around and stuff, because generally what I like to do is find one that has like a decently sized cavern in it, but that's not too huge. Like that one goes all the way through, so I will probably fly around and scout a little bit in this ship once we get ice going here. Ice is the most important thing, because when we have ice and uranium, we're pretty much good to go. I'm not gonna die. Well, unless I crash, but you know what I mean. Because we don't need food still. Okay, stop please, ship. Thank you. It's a funky little formation here too. Let's just go ahead and I think we'll start by just using the right click to clean this up a little bit, because that does like the little square off thing, just because I don't want to get that much rock involved in my stuff here. We can always, well, we can't always right now. I was gonna say we can always just eject the rock. That's what I usually do. I should probably look into how sorters work, so that I could just have it like automatically ditching all of the stupid rock that we get. But then you end up with rocks bouncing around when you're trying to mine. Now I don't want to fill this ship up with just this stuff either. So let's take a look at where's the oxygen generator. We definitely don't have tons, but I guess it's actually filling up the oxygen generator still, so we probably have enough air for quite a while now. Alright, we'll call that good. Let's back away slowly, because I don't want to crash into something, and I'm not always going to be using the internal view here, but I am right now. Let's go ahead and just get rid of these. Those things suck, those weird little unmovable rock bits that happen, because if you hit one of those, it's just like hitting an asteroid, but it's only like a tiny little nubbin of an asteroid, and they're hard to see, so kind of clear that up. So I think what I'm going to do now that we're in a better position is I am going to stop recording for a minute. I'm going to go try to scout out a big asteroid. I'm trying to see if I can even see anything interesting off in the distance. It's always very hard to judge how far away things actually are until you get moving. But let's go check this one out. So I'll be back when we get there. Alright, well, we're closing in on this asteroid. It's actually been a couple minutes now. And I was right, this one's reasonably big. We're flying by some of the smaller ones, and you can kind of get a sense of how fast this is going. I'm kind of interested because there's a couple of smaller ones down nearby. There's quite a few asteroids surrounding this one. So it looks like it might be a good base if we can find something inside. It's kind of an ugly asteroid. I would rather find... Well, it's hard to tell how ugly it is from this distance. But I like the rounder, nicer ones better, but... it doesn't look too much like one of the deformed spore ones. Well, maybe it is a deformed spore one. I spoke too soon. I don't like these ones. So I think we'll probably pass on this one as well. Set a course for another one. Because it's a little fugly. But I might as well check out to see if there's any uranium nearby. Okay, or we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. Whew. That was a close call. Oh my goodness. I thought I was like kind of safe with the distance, I guess, but I guess there's a new element in this that since I've played before, which was the mass in your cargo actually matters now. Like it affects the stopping distance and the effectiveness of your thrusters and stuff. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic if that is the case. Let's stop for a minute so we can scan. I don't know why my frame... Like, according to Fraps, my frame rate is fine, but the game is getting kind of skippy. I don't know what that's about. This asteroid is not the best. So, yeah, I'm going to go try to find another one. Let's go outside. See what I'm talking about with those things, though? Those are so dangerous. You don't notice that thing, you just slam into that, rip your ship in half. Alright, what about that good fellow? That one looks small. Let's try this one out. And I'm going to stop a little more carefully this time. Be there in a minute. Alright, so we're arriving at another asteroid. This one isn't super big, I don't think. It's hard to tell. I'm going to start stopping now just so we don't crash. But, looks a little more regularly sized. This one kind of has some potential, or regularly shaped. I think this one kind of has some potential, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find if there's any sort of tunnel, which I'm pretty sure, like, on the large ones there always is. I haven't run into too many, even the small ones that don't have holes that go through them. There's got to be one somewhere. It looks like there might be... Is that ice or silver? Stop. See if the scanner can reach from here. Scanner cannot scan from here, so... Close on in a little bit further here. I'm not seeing an opening. Odd. Like I said, large ones usually... I mean, I know there's going to be caverns inside of it. It's just a matter of finding an opening. Let's see what this is. Alright, scanner. You want to, like, you know, scan? Do your job? Yeah, that's so weird that the textures are all jacked up. Okay, so it does have ice on it. If I do move into this one, though, I'm not really going to want to use the materials that are on it. I'm kind of liking the looks of this one. We might have to do a lot of work to get started here, but... What's this? Not an opening. Huh. Might be the biggest asteroid I've ever seen that doesn't have an opening. Unless there's one hidden in the dark in there. There's like a crack in it. Nope, that's just a texture glitch. More nothing. It's kind of unbelievable if it doesn't have some sort of cavern. Well, that would be fine. We'll just have to start digging somewhere. Maybe where that ice is. Since I'll need the ice anyway. If there's uranium, that'd be a good spot to start a new cavern in as well. Come on, ship, let's get moving here. I hate how ineffective the lights are in this game. Do I have the spotlights on? I sure do. They just don't do much. Yeah, so this is looking like an intact asteroid. How crazy is that? That less, like, it is always hard to scan the whole thing visually, but I really am just not seeing anything. So I think what that means is that we will probably start mining where the ice is, since we need the ice anyway. I was saying I don't really want to mine too much on the one that I'm going to call my home, but if I need to dig a big hole anyway, I might as well start on a resource. And is there definitely nothing down here either? Sure isn't. So wait, what was that? Just another glitch, I think, but let's check it out. Is that a glitch? What is that? Is it uranium? I guess it was just a graphical glitch again. There's gold. Yeah, so I'm going to head up to the top, I guess. I'm going to call it the top. There isn't really a top, but I'm going to head up to the top part of the asteroid that we saw at first, and I think start digging a hole there. We'll set a marker up there as home base, and I think this is going to be our new home asteroid. I like it. It's like the most intact asteroid I've ever seen in this game. It doesn't seem like it's got any action. I mean, it's got this like bulbous thing on the top, but aside from that, it doesn't have any real flaw. Actually, that might be a good place. Of course, with the moving sun, it doesn't matter as much, I suppose. I was going to say, like, that might be a good place to build a hangar right here, because it's kind of got this overcropping and stuff. Maybe reasonably well protected from asteroids. There'd only be a couple ways they could come in and actually hit. Is this some sort of resource, or is this a stone? It's all blue looking. It doesn't look like it's just stone. But it could be. The textures, like I said, are kind of different than they used to be. So I think this is going to be the beginning of our home here. So I'm going to go ahead and carve out a little bit here and probably end it here for today. Hopefully we'll get to this iron deposit before we go too far in. It's a little hard to do this in a straight line, and it's very hard to do this in this view, because it's pretty easy to accidentally crash once you start getting inside. But let's go ahead and actually switch views here, because I don't want to crash. Oh, I took out one of my engines at some point, apparently. I only have one functional. Did I even maybe I never even installed it? I thought I put both engines on. Huh. Maybe it blew up too. I don't know. Is there damage on the back of the ship? I'll have to go back and review the footage and see what happened there. But I thought I put in both of these engines. Yeah, there's dents and stuff back here. Did one of the reactors blow up or something? Because that can happen. I don't know. I must have just nicked it on something. Huh. Well, that's great. At least we still have one functional engine back there. But anyway, I'm going to start mining this out. This is going to be our new home. And I will catch you guys next time. In fact, since we're going through rock, I think I'm just going to do the lazy way until we get to some sort of actual resource, because I don't want to fill up with stone here. Plus, this actually does make it so that I can tunnel through. So I'll be at this for a little bit, and catch you next time. Thanks for watching.